You may be seated. Ina mana, ina reo, ina iwi o na hoe whā, tēnei ako mihi mahana ki a koto, no mai hare mai rā ki te whare kawana, kia ora tātou katoa. Distinguished guests, as you may know, our Governor-General, the Right Honourable Dame Sydney Kiro, is representing New Zealand at the state funeral for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth in London. I am very proud to serve as Administrator of the Government in Dame Cindy's absence. On behalf of the Governor-General, I warmly welcome you all to Government House for this very special investiture ceremony. I'd like to specifically acknowledge our kaumātua, Mr. Joe Harawira, and our kuia, Ms. Puiwahine Tibble. Today's recipients of royal honours are amongst the last to receive Her Majesty's approval, and it seems only fitting that you can be invested with your insignia this week. Today's ceremony celebrates and affirms qualities cherished in our communities, qualities Queen Elizabeth herself embodied throughout her life: selflessness, strength, and aroha. As we reflect on Queen Elizabeth's life of steadfast service, I invite you all to join with me in observing a moment's silence in honour of Her Majesty. Thank you. Ms. Catriona McLeod will now summon the recipients and read their citations. And after each recipient is honoured, I invite you all to join with me in congratulating them in the normal way. Thank you.
Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of an Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Ms. Suella Cumming of Wellington for services to governance. Suella Cumming has provided governance, risk management and internal audit advisory services for more than 30 years through KPMG. She is a partner at KPMG and head of KPMG New Zealand's consulting and government services practices. She is a member of the Treasury Financial Statements of the Government Audit Committee. She provided risk management for the 2011 Rugby World Cup and the 2015 Cricket and Under-20 FIFA World Cups. She supports governance in not-for-profit organisations. She is a board member of Zonta International and was governor of Zonta in New Zealand. She has had a long-term involvement with the Order of St John, New Zealand. Ms. Cumming is a fellow chartered accountant, contributes to Women Corporate Directors in New Zealand, and is a member of Global Women. Ms. Suella Cumming, please come forward. Professor John Hampton of Christchurch for services to agricultural science. Professor John Hampton was a key driver in establishing the Seed Research Centre at Lincoln University, where he's currently Professor of Seed Technology and Director, and leads the sourcing of industry funding from companies annually. His professional speciality and research outcomes have centred around seed quality, production in both conventional and organic systems, and biocontrol of pests and diseases. He has been president of the International Herbage Seed Group, the New Zealand Agronomy Society, and the International Seed Testing Association. He has held science leadership roles with numerous projects, including a current international foreign aid project in Nepal. Professor Hampton has been a visiting professor with the Department of Agronomy and Plant Breeding at the University of Tehran in Iran and with Qingdao Agriculture University in China. Professor John Hampton, please come forward. Ms. Bev Pownall of Auckland for services to health, particularly breastfeeding. Bev Pownall is an international board-certified lactation consultant, IBCLC. She's encouraged numerous GPs, paediatricians, nurses, midwives, dietitians, and others to become qualified IBCLCs, mentoring and clinically supporting many of them. She has been instrumental in shaping baby-friendly hospital initiative, BFHI, administration at various DHBs and mentoring new BFHI coordinators around New Zealand. She's worked with the New Zealand Breastfeeding Alliance for many years and is currently a board member. She worked on the New Zealand National Breastfeeding Strategy 2008 and the 2019-2020 Working Group for the updated national strategy. She helped to develop national tongue tie and breastfeeding guidelines. She's been active on the board of the New Zealand Lactation Consultants Association and has convened the association's national conferences for many years. Ms. Bev Pownall, please come forward. Dr. Anne Robertson of Palmerston North for services to sexual health. Dr. Anne Robertson is president of the New Zealand Sexual Health Society. She was president of the Australasian chapter of Sexual Health Medicine and an International Union Against STI Committee member. She was Mid-Central DHB's regional coordinator for medical sexual assault clinicians Aotearoa, helping create a 24-hour roster for provision of sexual assault therapeutic and forensic care. She's a specialist obstetrician and gynecologist and specialist sexual health physician at Palmerston North Hospital. She provides specialist sexual health physician services in Hawke's Bay DHB and has supported the Whanganui team to improve regional service coordination. Dr. Robertson is a director of the Sexually Transmitted Infections Education Foundation Aotearoa and the co-lead author of the New Zealand HPV Project and the New Zealand Herpes Foundation. Dr. Anne Robertson, please come forward. Ms. Anne Irwin of Wanaka for services to business. Anne Irwin began her career as a chartered accountant with KPMG before undertaking senior management roles in the information technology and meat industries. She then moved into governance roles and is currently a director of Precinct Properties New Zealand Limited, Somerset Group Holdings Limited, Vector Limited and Venture Limited. She is the independent chair of the Te Runanga Audit and Risk Committee of Te Runanga o Ngāi Tahu and serves on the boards of City Rail Link Limited and Queenstown Airport Corporation Limited. She is a Chartered Fellow of the Institute of Directors in New Zealand and a member of the Institute's National Council. Ms. Irwin is a Fellow of Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand and a member of the Australian Institute of Company Directors. Ms. Anne Irwin, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mr. Chris Chilton of Invercargill for services to music and journalism. Chris Chilton is Vice President of the Southland Musicians Club, mentoring up-and-coming musicians. As a journalist, he created wider interest in the arts and gave insights into local community issues. He wrote the narration of the Southland 1990 show, which celebrated 150 years of New Zealand music. He edited the history of the Southland Musicians Club, 45 South. He's a Southland Music Hall of Fame committee member and chaired the Southland Entertainment Awards. He chaired the committee that redistributed Southland's famous album, New Age Savage. Mr. Chilton led the Where There's Smoke campaign, addressing Southland's poor fire safety record and distributing smoke alarms to the community. Mr. Chris Chilton, please come forward. Dr. Robert Mills of New Plymouth for services to wildlife conservation. Dr. Robert Mills is a veterinarian. As CEO of New Plymouth Vet Group, he's developed a native bird care and treatment program. He has supported the upskilling of his team in avian medicine. These efforts have contributed to a range of species such as korora, little blue penguin, ruru and keruru being able to receive care locally, reducing stress of travel to other regions. He was President and Secretary of the New Zealand Veterinary Association Taranaki. Dr. Mills is a member of Forest and Bird Taranaki and together with his wife established a new wetland planted extensively in the riparian areas of their property on the outskirts of New Plymouth. Dr. Robert Mills, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the Queen's Service Medal, Ms. Eleanor Doig of Dunedin for services to the community. Eleanor Doig is chair of South Dunedin Community Network. She and others launched the network to strengthen the community's sense of belonging and build resilience in the face of climate change threats. She's applied years of knowledge working with the challenging social and environmental issues South Dunedin faces to support the community to be better prepared. She has helped the network grow and become a registered charity. Ms. Doig is coordinator of the annual South Dunedin Street Festival and a member of the New Zealand Association of Councillors and the New Zealand Religious Society of Friends. Ms. Eleanor Doig, please come forward. Mr. Graham Rice of Dunedin for services to traffic and road safety. Graham Rice has worked in 7 different areas of road and traffic safety with 6 different transport organisations. He's contributed to several transport and road safety initiatives, including carless days, evidential breath testing devices, the defensive driving course, child restraints and cycle helmets, and changes to the right-hand rule. He authored a motoring studies module for 6th form, Year 12 certificate, and has lectured on road safety and education at tertiary institutions. His team created the Drive Plan, Driver Education Resource. Mr. Rice has supported individual road safety coordinators throughout Otago and Southland in implementing road safety initiatives. Mr. Graham Rice, please come forward. Mr. Luther Toloa of Masterton for services to the Pacific community. Luther Toloa drove the establishment of a multi-million-dollar regional netball facility after his granddaughters pointed out the disparity between local rugby and netball facilities. He gained community support, approaching the Masterton District Council and others to co-opt into the joint venture with his Bring It to Colombo Trust. For many years, he organised the Castle Point Family Day. He led the Joy Eater project commemorating the 1955 disappearance of the MV Joy Eater. He established the Pacifica o Wairarapa Trust during 2020 COVID-19 lockdowns to support the Pacific community and marginalised families. Mr. Toloa is chairperson of Tokelau Rugby League Incorporated. Mr. Luther Toloa, please come forward. Your Excellency, the investiture has concluded.
Congratulations again to all of the recipients. New Zealand's honours system is our highest public affirmation of outstanding individual achievement. It reinforces those things that make our society better: service, manaakitanga, and the pursuit of excellence. To our recipients, it's been a privilege to hear your stories. You have each used your talents and abilities to improve the lives of your fellow New Zealanders. In doing so, your contributions embody the spirit of the whakatoki, me mahi tahi tātou, mō te oranga o te katoa. We work together for the well-being of everyone. I urge recipients to wear your insignia with pride at every opportunity, knowing that you inspire others by your example. On behalf of the King of New Zealand and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you on your achievements and thank you once again for your service to our country. And I'd particularly like to mention the family members and supporters who are here today. I know the recipients would want me to thank you on their behalf and also on behalf of New Zealand. I know they couldn't have done it without you. Kia ora, hui hui tātou katoa. You will see on the back of your program the words to the national anthem in Te Reo Māori and English. I now invite you to stand and join with me in singing.